Will you start, Godjon?
Yeah, my name is Godjon Rudolf Gudmundsson, and this singer in this band, Krauka. We are working hard on making new music now, and this have been a little bit difficult because our drummer was sick of this corona. But he's alive now, so we have an opportunity to play more and make more music. And we are thinking to go and recording in February this year, next year. And I look. I'm glad to we can continue, but we are not playing a concert in this Corona year. So we got no money to this, but we are doing it because we like to do it. So if you have some money, you give me money, okay? To the record.
Okay. My name is Jens, and I play the lyre and the flutes and the mandolin in Krauka. And we have not been playing for live for a year now. I think it's a year ago we had our 20 years celebration. Very, very nice. So we have used the time for making new music, and I think that we really love to make new music and to be in this creative space and let the music just evolve in our heads and when we are meeting. And we are 5 guys besides me and Godjon. There is son who is a drummer, and another son who is the bass player, and then we have Axel who is playing the bowed lyre, and Sean, which is a kind of horn. And we have this very nice room outside our town where we meet a couple of times in a month and make music. And the music which we are going to record in February, it will be maybe the half of an album. It has been made through this year. It should, it's a Corona record.
Corona music.
Yeah, Corona music. But we're not singing about the Corona, not yet. We are, the 4 of us are from Denmark, and Godjon over there, he is from Iceland. And we are all living in the north, and the dark north, and with this Scandinavian languages where we almost can understand each other. I can understand people from Sweden and Norway, but I can't understand Godjon.
I can't understand.
No, we can't understand each other. We don't know what he's singing about, and but he is the closest to the original language which were used in the Viking period.
That's amazing. There's cultural thing that you have in Krauka, because you said you have mainly members from Denmark, but Godjon is from Iceland, and this connection you had, how it worked. I mean, what he brought from Iceland and what you brought from Denmark, then you make it happen in Krauka. Was it quite the same things, or there were different things that came together and built this band?
Prøv med det.
It's an interessant thing. We are maybe in a big pot of influence because we take the lyric and the language is most on Icelandic, and we use something is from skalk eller kvæde eller dikt or poet, Icelandic poet, or the poet have some kind of lyric, and we have the Scandinavian folkemusik, and we in the beginning we was more trying to have something some was original, but now we are let everything come in because we are working in the 21st century, so we use everything we can.
I must say what we have been to Iceland maybe every second or third year playing concerts, and we have met the Icelandic people, and we know Godjon, and we can see what a lot of things comes from him and from Iceland, because they are so much closer to the old sagas and to the old language and to the old ways how people behave, and how they are small kings, small chiefs up in Iceland. And in Denmark we are more like it's very flat democracy. You don't almost all people have the same power and the same money. There's not so big differences, and we are none of us want to be chiefs, but in Iceland everybody is a chief, you know.
It's because of Iceland was very isolated in many centuries. Our language have been not so many influence from English and German, and we have all the literature of the saga, and there is some culture somehow survived in our minds. When you talk to an Icelander, you know he is crazy, you know.
I mean, as you said, the sagas, the Eddas, they were written mainly from Icelandic memory, right? It was.
Yeah.
I mean, Iceland was the majority of information Snorri had to write the Eddas and everything else. So the imaginative and mythology is really part of the cultural beliefs now until today's.
Yes, exactly. And all this writing down in Iceland is amazing thing, and yeah, it's wonderful. But in the 17th the Iceland century, the Icelandic was so hungry they were going to eat all these books,
all the sagas,
and then the Danish come and save them.
Yeah, the sagas were written on cow skin, so they could eat it.
No, it's a kind of true, because we have a big volcano, and everything be black, and three out of four every animals die, and 2/3 of the people there was hungry and dying, and I think they have eat one or two of these.
I didn't know about that. That's amazing. I'm going to research about it. But I know that Icelandic volcanoes had kind of importance in many different times over humankind history. It blocked the sun during the Roman Empire times, and it happened again at the 14th century when Europe had the biggest famine over the after they had the 100 Years' War, and then you had the Black Plague, and Iceland seems to be isolated, but it seems to have big importance over all of these things happening over Europe over a millennia or something like that.
Yeah, there is a theory about the French Revolution. It was because of volcano in Iceland, and there was so bad afgrøder, var det?
The crops.
The crops. The French people was hungry and made this revolution. It's a theory.
I know that this bass player isn't with you guys since from the beginning. It became with you after a few years of you playing. But at the beginning, I know that you started making your own instruments based on archaeology finds. But how? Why? Were you kind of reenactors before, or you started doing this kind of reenactment because of music?
Yeah, it was. I think we are musicians, and we are playing other instruments and playing in other bands. And at that time, we were together in a group which got the possibility to go to Greenland because there was a big celebration, and we thought this could be nice. And I'm a carpenter too, and so I thought it could be so interesting to try to build some of the old instruments and see how we could make music from that. Axel also made his instruments. So in the beginning we were three, and we made the instruments, and it was another time. It was 20 years ago. We couldn't just go in and check the internet to see how do they build a trussing lyre. So we went to the library and found books, medieval, and we found a very good book about medieval findings in Northern Europe. I think that was the start. It was a start for me to make my lyre. And Axel had seen a lyre in some museum, so he built it from how he remembered it. And then you have to string it. You have to find out how you want to string it, how you want to tune it, how you want to play it. There is nothing. There's no school. You can't go to school. I want to go to lyre school. No. You can look at the hieroglyphs from the pyramids and some ancient Greek. You can see how they played their lyres, but we don't know how the Vikings played their lyres. But we know they were there. We know there was small bone flutes. Axel is a specialist in bone flutes. But very, very few simple instruments making percussion sounds with stones, and that was the start, and it was so interesting. And we put that together with the lyrics, old lyrics Godjon found in Iceland, and we used some our knowledge about Scandinavian folk music and got inspired from that music, and so in a way we tried to see how can we do it as right as possible, and it was super interesting, and we're still building instruments. I have built now 55 instruments from different boat lyres and nyckelharpas and everything. So it's, and Axel is building so many bone flutes and other kind of flutes. So we're still there. And then 6 years later, Søren came with a bass because we wanted to make electric concerts and not only acoustic music at the market. 3 or 4 years we got a drummer, and the last album was with the drummer, or the last 2 albums with drummer. So things have evolved. But if you want to hear what music did they play in the Viking period, we don't know. We only know the instruments, and we can get inspired. And we have seen that as a good thing, instead of, if you go 200 or 300 more in the Middle Ages, you can everything is written down. So we got the possibility just to use our minds to see how can we do this.
Yeah, we ask the instrumenter, what does this sound, this thing? The first thing is writing down is 1200.
The first music.
Yeah, first music. So just listening to this instrument, we pick this crazy idea how it might sound.
In Europe, in Iceland, in Denmark, in Germany, Norway, in each country there are languages and ways of speech that are similar, but they are different, as we are talking at the beginning. And it's not just about words, it's about accents, it's about sound waves. So when you are trying to recreate or to do a song from Denmark, maybe how it was played 600 years ago, do you try to think how they use it to speak over that age, or you just use how you do communicate today to construct the sounds, the rhythm, and the way you are going to conduct the songs?
No, I don't think so. We have the most of our song is in Icelandic, and I never think about. We have one song of an old Swedish, but no, I don't think. No, I don't think about this language thing you're talking about.
But in the start we did it a little more. We also have a song from the Faroe Islands, which they still have this chain dance ballad culture where they are dancing in long chains of people, and we made one of those, but mostly it's the Icelandic language. Some Danish songs too, not much. But Godjon has a way of what you make runes when he sing runes. I don't know if that is inspired from that, or if it is something new.
No, we have a traditional thing in Iceland. We have also how you kind of sing poems, and that's very special. And some of the Krauka music is coming from that thing because the rhythm is after the lyric, but not after the music. So we have to make the music follow this lyric, and that makes some kind of special rhythm in the music.
Kunne du ikke lave sådan en? Synge en?
Maðurinn sem úti undrun vekur mína heilanum og röfði sér, hann búinn að týna. This called rhyme. It's a special Icelandic way to tell poems. And that's a thing we have used in Krauka when we make music to...
Yeah, the rhythms comes from the song. So, yeah, the song is dictating some of our rhythms, but sometimes it's the opposite way. We make music and then comes a song.
Nice. And okay, you sing about fairy tales, mythology, and all of this, but all of you, or in special you two, are you pagan? Do you work, or do you work is not the word, but do you work with these beliefs on your personal life?
All religion is some violating body. It's help to make you through the life. And the old religion, the mythology is not worse or better instrument than the other religions. So I think it's best to believe everything.
Okay, I believe nothing.
So we are very different guys.
It's a good band. I don't think we have any who is going to Odin blows. We have been playing a lot of music to blows and funerals and weddings, but we are not so much into it ourselves.
We are not playing in the church. We did it in America.
Yeah.
In America we play in church.
Yeah, right. We would like to because they have a lot of money.
All right.
Yeah, we are like the raven. We like to be where the money is.
But that's the wrong thing to do if you want to be where the money is. Yeah.
So you were not pagan?
No. But we're not pagan.
What pagan? What does it mean pagan?
Det er hvis du tror på Odin. Eller?
Oh, yeah.
So Krauka and lyrics is more about culture and history than about religious?
No. I have been in the Icelandic Astro for many years. And a lot of our text is directly from the old believing, you know. So
I think it's to understand Godjon's irony sometimes is a little difficult.
Yeah, maybe, especially because of the language difference. So. Yeah. I'm trying. But what I was trying to ask was if not about the lyrics, but you as musicians, when you were making these lyrics and these songs in your personal beliefs. It's about culture. You were not really making songs to praise the gods or to talk with trolls and fairies.
I think Godjon you have made a lot of songs about the religion,
Yes.
and about gods and about the sagas.
Mythology. And, in Iceland, we believe on many things in small things in the mountains, and this is vad fan jag vet inte vad det är för något. Ja. Yeah. Bara foto. National belief. I don't know. I can explain it. It's a national religion. It's like in Iceland, they believe there is a creature in the nature, in the water, everywhere, and this is, a serious thing, because they are building roads and they are moving roads because this creature don't want this road, and there's many things in Icelandic national religion. Some is unbelievable and it's not to explain. It's difficult to explain because I think it's something cultural madness in our head. In Iceland, we have special people who can talk to these creatures, and sometimes they make agreement. They wait 1 year, and then they move, and then they can make the road, and so it's very strange, in high educated people, they wait a year until the agreement is. But if you talk to them, they will say they don't believe on this. But they don't. But they wait a year.
That's nice.
Maybe it's more under the sky, and we think we are just a very naive and simple creature.
I like it. I think that it's really, really good for keeping this cultural spirit alive. Mainly nowadays that our traditions, they are all being suffocated over all of this confusion of this new world, and I like it. I'm not saying that's bad, but I think that's good to keep roots real alive. And I don't know if there are many problems in Iceland because of that. I mean, sometimes some creatures may say something that is not that good, but if it's working,
I don't know, but I choose to see it as a beautiful thing. But there is also alive in our mind these old stories and fairy tales, and all this text in Krauka is made from this. Sometimes it's like I choose to tell about things, but I don't tell the thing. So you have to know what I am singing about. So in the way you have to have some background in this mythology and think to understand the text. But yes.
No, I would just ask, you do treat some music as some music that you do nowadays, but you do it as like you were doing it centuries ago. I mean, because centuries ago it would be common to people who understand some cultural beliefs and some stuff that today it's not so common.
Maybe try to take a mirror in the mind, you know. So we are playing mostly in the Viking events, and so many of our audience is guys and girls who knows about the mythology and things. So we are just having fun, drinking beer, and sing about the whole thing. See? Yes.
And this time of the year is for you guys in Europe. It's a really special time. I mean, I think that cultural, because it's a time that remembers many times of difficulties, and the winter is a time of many legends and many myths and histories, and also with nowadays we have the Christmas, Christian Christmas, that takes place over Yule traditions and old traditions. How is it for you? Do you have a Christian Christmas?
It's horrible. They are stealing the Christmas, the Christians. That's horrible. In the old days, it's about the sun is coming back, and the Viking was very afraid they will be the last, because the end of the world would start with 3 windows. So they were very drunk at the time. And so there is a feast time. So a lot of beer and a lot of meat. And so we hope it comes.
Please just say just a few last words, and what about the future of Krauka, and about this new album that is coming on February.
Yeah.
And leave just a final message.
We will try to recording 6 numbers in February. That means this half a album. We have then we don't have more money, so we will cross the finger and we can get some more money to make it ready and finish this album. And so the future is a future, and this is an exciting thing. So we jump into the future.
Yeah.
All right.
I say the same.
Síðskeggur síðhöfður sig föður, Járkur, kjalar og viður, róríkur þundur og vakur,